hello. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of the game. I can actually record ahead. Little man is still asleep, so we're gonna move forward with letter G. Before we move, look, I found my missing die for my bees. So now I can get all that done and update my listing. Yay! So, if you like bees, be looking for that in my Etsy shop soon. Set that aside so I can do that when I'm not filming. Okay. So on to the letter G. G as in gears. I have 2 sets that will be going up. None of this is listed on my Etsy currently. But I will get them up there. I'm going to spend some time this weekend updating my listings. So here is an overview. I kind of started sorting this pile out a little bit just so you can kind of see the choices that you get in this. I'm not going to count these out. I'm going to sell these by weight. So the listing will be for, again, let me get my little note out here. You'll get 1 to 1.5 ounces of mixture. So what I usually do, I will start by doing some of the bigger gears, and then I can fill in all those tiny little gaps with the tiny ones. So you'll get a lot of little ones and mixed in with all the rest of them. So yeah, I do tend to go from biggest down, and then, like I said, I fill in the gaps. If you want colored ones, these will be available right away, because this is definitely at least an ounce that's sitting here. And these ones, I'm just going to do mixed color. No, I take that back. I will offer it in neutrals, colors, patterns, and mixed. So if somebody wants all the mixture of colors, then, they can do that. And I'm going to sell these for $20, postage included. Okay. So I'm going to put these back in the envelope so I can give you guys a closer look at these. And there's some in this sorted out that are still in here that I've not pulled out. Like a lot of the little ones are still buried in there. But you can see you get little itty bitty, whoop, like, where'd it go? Little tiny ones like this. Which goes there. You can get skinny round ones like that. You get big ones like this. This is the biggest gear in the set. And it is, I'm going to say about 1.5 inches, it looks like. Oh, 2 inch. It is a 2-inch diameter. But you can see, if I, sat here and tried to sort all these out, it would take me forever. We've got 2 different piles going for some things. But let's see if I, just off the top of my field of view. Nope, there's that one over there. Might see if I can find any that are, maybe I do have all of them out. So yeah, just doing this, grabbing them. I'm not finding like, oh, I don't have a pile for that yet. So I'm guessing that I do have them all out or very, very close to having pulled them all out. You know, one of each design. Okay. So I'm going to put these back in here. So if you want gears and you want a mixed coloring, this will be the first to be put up on my shop, in my shop. And again, it'll be sold by weight, 1 to 1.5 ounces. So you'll get at least a minimum. You'll get a minimum of an ounce. And I'll tell you what I do is I sit in my living room. When I'm doing ones by weight, I sit in my living room with a plastic tray and I just crank. And I'll go weigh. I'm at 0.7. I go back, another stack of paper, crank. Okay, I'm at 1. Grab another stack of paper, crank, and that gets you somewhere between 1. Once I hit the 1 ounce, I'll do a couple extra sheets to bump it over, but no more than 1.5. So that's how that works. Okay, so let me pull these up. So I've shown you this one. You get this 2-inch round. They're gears. They're all round. You'll get this one. Let me lay a bunch out. This one. This one. This one. Oh, see, I had 2 piles of those. I think I can fit them all on one sheet. So this literally is how I do this when I'm cutting them out. Is I put a sheet of paper down on my die machine. I fit as many of the big ones on as I can, and then I fit all the tiny little dies into the spaces between. That one up there. Gotta just find a bright one that you can see against the black. Against the black. And against the black. I like this one. It reminds me of a Ritz cracker. Okay, get those in there. Let's get one of these on. Get again in the recesses here. Oh, there's a second pile of those. One of those. One of those. This is the paper that I cut the bees out of. I don't know if you can see the cutouts here. So I'm trying to avoid those if I can, because dies will just fall through, or die cuts will just fall right through if I'm not careful. I don't pay attention to where I'm setting them. Purple you can't see against the black, so we'll do a white one. We'll do a lime green one. See, these are all little, so I don't want to set them. I don't want to put them over there because they'll fall through the holes. Get these put away. Okay. Messy. Die cutting is a messy project. Okay, so let's see if I can lift this up. Let me give it a bracing here. Let me see if I can lift this up. Oh, and then that one. So these are all the ones you get. And like I said, there may be more in that pile of different different ones. Now that I've got paper behind it, you can't really see them because the bee's there. But there you go. So lots and lots and lots of gears. And this is set 1. Set 2 is not ready because I still have, I'm waiting on an order. But set 2 will be some corner pieces. Hold on, let me get these put away at all. And they will be in a later video, maybe under N, when we get to new. So, yeah. That's for there. Whew. Sorry, didn't mean to yawn on you guys. But in the meantime, look for these in my Etsy shop. Again, you'll get 1 to 1.5 ounces for $20. That includes shipping, and you'll have your choice between between neutral colors, plain colors, patterns, like patterned paper, or mixed, which would be a little bit of everything. So, again, I'm going to put that with this so that I can get those listed. And thank you for tuning in for my letter G. We will see you in the next video. Bye!